Also joining the conversation, criminal defense attorney Randy Zellin and Tiffany Simmons. Tiffany, I'll start with you. Your impressions of what we're looking at right now in Atlanta.
Wow. Well, I am amazed that we are seeing history. We are seeing for the first time in history one of our former presidents being accused of so many felonies. We're seeing history as it happens, and I'm just in awe of what's going on.
Yeah, Randy, of course, you know, we have you on the program regularly, and you always have a very good input and a different viewpoint than what we've said so far. So what is standing out to you, Randy?
Well, certainly this circus atmosphere. And I will agree with my old friend who I haven't seen in a minute, Judge Napolitano, which is none of this was necessary. And to Michael's point as well, look, we have rules, but this is the former president of the United States. And whether you agree or disagree with his politics, whether you believe in the presumption of innocence or you don't, a man who doesn't have to stop at a red light ever doesn't need his mugshot taken. A man who doesn't have to carry money with him and has Secret Service around him 24/7 does not have to pose for a mugshot. To me, it's not arrogance. It's something beyond arrogance. And it's very sad that we cannot allow the system of justice to play out in the courtroom where it belongs. And instead, everyone is distracted by this insanity, not the least of which was watching a co-defendant screaming at John. I mean, what has happened to our system of justice? It's mind-boggling, but someone has to be the adult in the room.
Yeah, one of the defendants, Judge Chesbro, has requested a rapid trial.
Right.
Did he say, was it November? Or
it was even earlier than that.
He may very well
quicker than that.
He may very well catch the government flat-footed, because the Speedy Trial Act requires a trial within 70 days of indictment. Now, that rarely happens because the defense wants more time and the government is never ready. But if the defendant says, I'm ready, the government better be ready.
Well, here's a good question, Judge.
But there are other people.
Can he separate from the other 18 defendants based on that if they're not ready? And he is that a grounds for having two separate trials? Because I don't think it is.
It is not a grounds for having separate trials. The prosecutor would never consent to the separation. She wants everybody in the courtroom so that they're pointing fingers at each other, and that's a decision of the judge. A guy who's been a judge for 6 months and was 36 years old.
Well, but any judge, because you have to be a lawyer first, right? So even though I went to law school in 2002, it seems like a lifetime ago, I know enough to know that there is absolutely no proceedings going forward that quickly when you have 45 different attorneys and 19 defendants.
In response to that, this morning, Fani Willis requested a trial date of October 23rd, which is within the 70 days. She's saying they're ready.
She's calling their bluff.
Correct.
Right.
She's saying they're ready to try all 19 defendants. It's almost inconceivable that could be the case, but that's what she's telling the court.
That almost tells me that's either hubris on her side or complete inexperience, because, again, 45 lawyers all filing motions, it's not happening.
That was my thought. And, Tiffany, I wanted to ask you this. You're a criminal defense attorney. Is this really just an example of inexperience that we're seeing here with the judge specifically, who seems to think this can all be handled with all these people there at one time? But is that realistic?
Well, honestly, it is actually realistic. I had a case where I had 46 defendants in a RICO trial in Georgia. So Georgia has been very overzealous with the use of RICO. I must say that. But it is possible to have these 19 defendants in the courtroom.
Tiffany, we're having some audio problems here, Tiffany.
It's a lot of work, but they can do it.
Tiffany, I'm sorry, we're having some audio problems, some echo. So we apologize. We need to go a little quicker than we'd like. Randy Zellin, Tiffany Simmons, thank you so much.